These are all the materials I'm using. These are iron-on patches, like for blue jeans. And then the adhesive is 3M's plastic emblem and trim adhesive. But I'm told any flexible glue would work. I got some sticks for applying it. Curved scissors. I want to cut a clean hole around the patch. It's raised up right now. And then these are plastic cards. This is an inexpensive airbrush kit I got at Harbor Freight. The material I'm using is all from Leather World. This is their leather filler. This is the dye. It's custom color for my car, a pack of gray. Got the color adjusting kit. And basically it's black, white, and the 3 primary colors. You know, black to darken, white to lighten. And then with these 3 colors, technically you can make any color you want, but it's used to either cool it down with blue or warm it up with red or yellow. And it comes with instructions and like a chart to show, you know, what to do if you don't know. This is the rear seat. This is the lower cushion, and this is why I knew the dye wouldn't match, because you can see a distinct line running through here. That's where this gets tucked underneath the upper seat. And this dark color would be the original color to the car. And this is the color once it gets UV and the sun gets on, it's just going to lighten it up. This is the hole in my bolster. It's about 1/2 inch wide, 1.25 inches long. And it has a lot of jaggy edges that I'm going to trim off because I know that that's sticking up already. Okay, I'm using curved scissors. I suppose you could do this with an X-Acto blade or something. I just want to get the very top part off right there. Nice thing with these scissors is you can get underneath the material. You just kind of lift it up and out. And that's the chunk I got there. This looks a lot better. It's flatter to the foam. Do the top. Yeah, this one's really bad. Right, I'm getting ready to cut my patch material. Okay, this is the material I bought. It's like a jean material, iron-on patch. And you're supposed to cut your patch almost 1/2 inch larger around. But since my hole is so small, it'd just be tough to get it through there. So I'm about, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3/8. And you keep everything rounded like that. And then that way it's easier to insert, and it won't show any hard right angles, you know, through the leather. There's the patch. It's a good size. It might be a little too long. But I'm going to fold it in half and just get it going underneath there. And then I'm using these curved scissors and try to push it in. I got all the folds out, and I can see the popsicle stick, and it's laying flat. So now I'm getting ready to put the adhesive in. I'm using 3M plastic emblem and trim adhesive. It's supposed to be flexible. Okay, I already scrubbed this down yesterday and went over it with alcohol. But I put more denatured alcohol, mainly on the patch material, but around the edge as well. I got my glue on a little piece of cardboard so I can get it closer to the surface. And now I'm going to put the glue in. Just work it underneath. see how far the popsicle stick goes, and you get it on both surfaces, the underside of the leather and on top of the patch material. Now I'm going to put more glue right on the edge here to make the transition from the sub patch to the leather. Like that. I'm going to wipe the excess off the leather. Then it's got a piece of wood. I'm going to put that on like this and hold it down, and I'll have even pressure, and I'm just going to wait for that to dry. Well, I held the board on for like 5 minutes. Even though this felt dry in 5 minutes, the directions said wait 30. So that's what I did, and it held down that edge really well, and it's flexible. It's just moving. So that looks good. I'm also told the filler itself, the leather filler, will hold that down. This is the leather filler I'm using from Leather World. Okay, well, I'm going to load up the spatula and push it in, and that's just like way too much material. Let me take that off. Yeah, this stuff kind of goes forever. Just want to push it back like that into the leather. Alright, and then with this plastic card, I'm kind of on an angle here, so I'm going to have to use my thumb and cup it to conform, and then just even pressure down like that, and it just leaves the material in the hole and nowhere else. It's been 45 minutes and it's dry to the touch. With this one, I'm going to let dry overnight, so I might make it a little bit thicker. Well, this one I'm going to have to sand, so I might as well fill in some of these cracks too. Just my finger. I put this thicker coat on last night. It's dry, and I'm going to sand it with 220. There. But I need to texture that because it is too smooth. So I'm just going to put a thin layer on everything. Now to put texture, I just have some plastic wrap from food, and this will make like small veins, and I'll sand down the high spots once it dries, especially right near the repair area here. Okay, this filler is dry, but the texture is just way too much, so I'm going to take the same 220 and just kind of knock off the high ridges, especially on the areas other than the patch. I want to leave that textured. Alright, that feels pretty good. Everything's dry. I'm using 400 wet dry and just sanding it dry. I'm going to wash this down with a damp cloth. Okay. Well, this is the original color. And that's what I painted, and I can't tell the difference. I mean, it blends in really nice, but that texture is too rough. That's where the hole is. Put a little up there, and then down here I want to fill in this stuff. So use my finger, kind of feather it out, get rid of those high ridges like that. Just put a little bit of texture in. So I'm just going to go over this with kind of a worn out 220. Now I'm going to go over it with the wet dry 600. A larger area. Yeah. Going to clean that off with a damp cloth and get ready for more dye. Alright, put the hair dryer on there, let it dry. Okay, I tacked it off and I'm going to add more dye. Well, this should be my last coat. Watered down a bit. That's going on heavy. There, that looks nice. And I'm going to unmask it now, but that's the original color, and that's the dye, and I can't tell the difference really. So I think this is going to match good. So I'm going to get all this masking off. There it is installed in the vehicle. The repair looks good, the color match looks good, so I'm happy with that.